Welcome back, everybody, to the Kalispell Warhawk Dynasty on NCAA Football 14, as we have the 12th Senior Day for Kalispell football. It's one of my favorite games every year as Kalispell breaks out the all-blue uniforms and we get a chance to see the seniors play their last home games here in Kalispell. This year's version of Senior Day is the final regular season matchup for Kalispell against 5-5 Utah. Kalispell enters today 10-1 with a 26-game home winning streak they are defending, and we're hoping to see this team play in a high-profile bowl game. We'll see where it all ends up, but here is your regular season finale. Kalispell and Utah set to get underway, and here we go from Kalispell, Montana. Sherrod Edwards starts us off out of the end zone with a spin and brought down around the 20. Luke Irvin is just under 3,000 yards passing this season. He is under center on first down. Irvin waiting and drifting outside the pocket and throwing this away, not taking a chance on the first play from scrimmage. Irvin does have 25 touchdowns this season, 11 interceptions. Here is a delayed give, and Austin Jenkins will lose 3. Great play by Lance Thomas, and early on the Utes have forced 3rd and long. Irvin from the pocket, he's pressured and can't get the pass off cleanly as this falls incomplete and Kalispell has gone 3 and out. A big reason why I enjoy Senior Day is because I want to see which seniors can have a big close to their careers here in this stadium. This is Victor Mcclelland on the catch, and he's brought down by senior captain James Huggins. He's one player I'd be watching today. Here's quarterback Eric Bates. He found his man Jackson inside the 20, all the way to the 5 and tripped up after a 46-yarder. This is Kellen Jackson who gets some excellent downfield blocking. Daniel Foster gets to his feet to save a touchdown, but Utah trying to strike first. It's 1st and goal. Handoff inside, and this is Alexander Gray getting 3. This red zone defense always tough. 2nd and goal. Bates flipping. Gray into the end zone. And Utah forces the 3 and out and immediately go down the field to score first. A surprising start today. How do the Warhawks respond? 1st and 10 and a run here. Weaving his way through is Austin Jenkins, the senior running back. That's a gain of 6. Now Tyrone Houston sent in motion. Pressure on Irvin. He throws across the middle, and there is Houston on the reception for a gain of 11. Warhawks now approaching midfield as the blitz is sent again, and the quick throw is hauled in by Sherrod Edwards. This one gets 13. Edwards has been one of the best receivers in college football this year. He's definitely in the running for the Biletnikoff Award, but Kalispell going backwards here on this 2nd down. Austin Jenkins stopped by Johnny Gold, and that's going to create a long 3rd down. Irvin to the air, again pressure as he floats downfield, complete to Lindsey, but that is shy of the sticks, and they'll bring out the kicking team with Brandon Hammond. The freshman from left hash gets it away and gets Kalispell on the scoreboard. Now a 7-3 game as Utah takes over. They had a great first possession. Here's Bates now taking off, and he found the opening. A 1st down, and Bates gets 17 yards. Bates has 18 touchdown passes this season, and he takes off again toward the marker and sliding into Kalispell territory. Another 1st down. It might be time to think about having someone spy Bates as he throws over the middle, and that's Gray on the reception. He handles the hit from Huggins and has another Utah 1st down. This is a very impressive start to their day as Bates wants to scramble again, and this time he's wrapped up for a loss, and it's been Trey Walker all year long. What a season he's had. That's now 14 sacks. 2nd and 14, complete to the speedy Victor Mcclelland. It's a gain of 10. Utah in field goal range. They need 4 to convert. Setting up a screen. Here's Alexander Gray, and the blocking doesn't give him any space. He's taken down, no gain on the play, and Utah brings out their field goal team. Still a pretty impressive start to get 6. And now on the field goal try, it is off the upright. No good, and Kalispell will take over. Only down 4. And they come out empty here for Luke Irvin. 5 receivers in the pattern. On first down, Irvin underneath, and this is Nick Lindsay for a gain of 9. Irvin now over 3,000 yards passing this year, and the delayed give goes to Jenkins. He gets some room to run and takes the Kalispell offense up near midfield. Jenkins also has a chance to reach 1,000 rushing yards this year. Now off the play fake, it's Irvin finding his tight end, Drake Maddox, and that's a 16-yarder. Kalispell back in business, approaching the Utah 30. Irvin again faces pressure and throws toward the boundary, complete to Tyrone Houston, gain of 8. 2 tight ends on the field for Kalispell, and here's the toss to Jenkins. He has no blockers in front, but still gets to the outside and picks up 10. Kalispell into the red zone now as they try to take this lead. And Jenkins will run again, converting on 3rd and inches. Same personnel for Kalispell. Irvin fakes, he's buying time. Pretty good coverage downfield. Irvin's going to keep this and get out of bounds, now with a gain of 7. Kalispell closing in on the end zone. Jim Jackson now in, straight up the middle. He has the first down, but Utah keeps him out of the end zone. It's now goal to go. Again, 2 tight ends. Kalispell running, and Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown Warhawks, they've taken their first lead today. 10-7 for Kalispell, still not out of this first quarter yet as Utah takes over, and Bates has room to run again. Stiff arm on Foster, and he's across the 40 before he's taken down. That's 16 more. Yeah, they've got to start spying. 1st and 10, Bates fakes. Now the lob downfield with Howell laying out. Are you kidding me with these plays? 29 yards. Utah has brought their A game today, and they'll run it now. Alexander Gray is going to lose a couple, and there's Trey Walker. Secondary backs off a bit for Kalispell. It's 3rd and 7. Bates scrambling and nowhere to go as he's wrapped up again. He's sacked by Bill Long. Well, Utah has had a very explosive offense so far. They get 3 more, and we're tied up here in the second quarter. Here is Sherrod Edwards on the return, and they give him a lane across the 40. Edwards brought down after crossing midfield, giving Kalispell great field position, and they will come out and toss it outside. Jenkins to the edge and chase down. Great pursuit. They started with great field position, but now need to get 8 to keep it moving. Irvin waiting and now going long, deep to the end zone, and that one is intercepted by Ferguson. He just tried to make a play. Utah had pretty good coverage, so why not take a shot? It's 3rd down. Utah gives Irvin his 12th interception of the season. And they take over in this tie game. Alexander Gray weaving, trying to find a lane, and he gets 4. Utah has hit some big plays, but they have not converted the 3rd down. Trying to catch the defense off guard with a draw, and that's just not going to work. There's no fooling Bill Long on that play. Still tied at 10, Kalispell football, and in the game, Matt Reddick in the split back formation. He flips this one. Jenkins keeps his balance, but he loses a ton of yards in the process, losing 7. That is not the ideal way to begin a possession. 3rd down. Here's the pressure now. Irvin barely gets it off. Again going deep, and he's picked off again. 2nd time, and a very similar interception, although this one ended up a lot more underthrown. You got to be impressed with Utah so far. On both sides of the ball, they're making plays. It is 1st down. Bates up top again. This one is broken up. Finally, this defense can make a big play against the pass. 3rd down. Bates needs 11. He's going long again and has a man. Victor Mcclelland is off to the races. Utah back in front. Mcclelland was one of the players I was worried about today. He's one of the fastest receivers in college football, and Daniel Foster finds out what can happen when you're just a little bit out of position. 17-10 Utah, and Kalispell just has to protect the football here, coming off 2 straight picks. Here is a 9-yard gain for Austin Jenkins. Irvin now up to 13 picks on the season, and he has to throw this one short. Maddox bounces off a defender, and there's another Kalispell first down. Irvin's been forced to respond to a lot of pressure here early on, and he's chased again outside the pocket. Irvin throws this one away. Utah is not letting this offense get comfortable at all. It's 3rd and 8. Irvin waits, and waits too long. He goes down. He drifted back way too far, sacked by Pat Slaughter, and Utah gets the ball back. They're now playing with the lead here in the first half, and there goes Bates again, picking up the first. That's at least the 4th time he's done that today. Bates now with 52 yards rushing, Utah in plus territory, and on the keeper, there's James Huggins. It's senior day, and we could use some plays from these seniors. That sets up 3rd down, only 3 on the rush. They are spying. Bates gets it off, though, and found his man for a touchdown. It's Markeith Holiday, and Utah is up 2 touchdowns in the first half, stunning this home crowd that has not seen a home loss in years. Kalispell is now in danger of going to halftime trailing by 14. They do have some time, and we'll see what they do with it. Here's a good catch and run. Sherrod Edwards gets the offense going. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets more opportunities. 1:13 left. Pressure's on as Irvin gets it away. There's Houston. He's inside the Utah 35. Gain of 21. The clock now inside a minute. Kalispell 2 timeouts left. Irvin with time. He's taking a shot again, and that's caught! Colt Sully inside the 5. There's the senior for a gain of 27, and they've been counting on him more and more down the stretch. How about this catch? It sets up the offense. I form behind Irvin. They will run, and they will score! Austin Jenkins from 2 yards out. And we're back to a 1-score game here in Kalispell. It's been an interesting game to this point. A lot of credit to Utah, who still leads by 7. And Bates wants to take off, and again, Kalispell gets to him, losing 4. Bill Long now with 3 tackles for loss. Kalispell's used the timeout. They want this football again. Gray carries, and Red meets him. There's the tackle. And we're going to see Kalispell now with a little bit of time left. Can they get some good field position to make this interesting? Awaiting at the 39. Here's Colt Sully. He made the play not long ago. Trying to reverse field. There is a flag down, and that's probably going to cost Kalispell here in a big way. They have no timeouts. They have to use the sideline or get some first downs. Here's 12 seconds to go. Irvin for Nick Lindsay. Across the 50 and taken down. They may have a shot here. 2 seconds left. Kalispell's got to go to the end zone. 5 wide for Irvin. He needs some time. He's chased. Breaks 1 tackle and then goes down. Utah does not let him get the throw off as they maintain a 7-point lead into halftime. Here's my only question. Can they keep this up? I don't think anybody expected what happened in this first half. Utah and their big play offense has been able to make Kalispell's defense look a little less unstoppable. And they lead this game 24-17. They've already scored 3 touchdowns. And they have the football here with a great opportunity. Here is Eric Bates, who was tremendous in the first half, and he picks up where he left off, finding Blake Brown. Following the gain of 17, Bates wants to scramble again, but those lanes aren't opening as easily, and he's sacked by Jordan. Now the crowd getting behind this Kalispell defense on 3rd and long. Bates with time toward the sideline. What a grab for Victor Mcclelland. 19 yards. Utah back on the move. And Bates again trying to go long, and this one's picked off. That is Nick Robinson, and Kalispell's defense makes their biggest play all day. That was a much-needed turnover for Kalispell as they take over. Irvin barely gets this away. Here goes Houston. He outruns the first, makes the next man miss, tries the spin and lost the football, but Sherrod Edwards is there to scoop it up. There's a lot going on here. It's a 40-yard play for Kalispell. And they are approaching the red zone. Irvin going long and reaching up with one hand. Drake Maddox, the catch of the day has been made. It's now goal to go. Trying to throw for it. Irvin up top. Edwards reaches high and he's brought down just outside the goal line. 1 for 6 on third down. Irvin hands this one, and into the end zone runs Austin Jenkins. It's his second touchdown, and we are tied now at 24. Kalispell has battled back. Now how does Utah respond? After their turnover, Gray carries, and there's a flag down. The run game has struggled for Utah, and now they're going backwards due to holding. Third down and long. Bates needs 15. A lot of pressure. He'll take a shot. And this is complete. Kellen Jackson with the catch. It's a gain of 24 and probably worth a second look. Kalispell has indeed thrown the challenge flag. We'll see if head coach Leon Daniels can win this one. Wow. Does the right foot come down in bounds first, or is it the left foot out of bounds? They say it does not count. A good challenge for Kalispell, and now they try to retake this lead. Jenkins carries, rumbling through, pushing the pile for a gain of 11. I love it. Already on the edge of field goal range. Off play action. Irvin wants to roll, and there's nowhere to go. He's brought down for a big loss by D.D. Phillips. Now Kalispell, well out of field goal range, has a long third down. Irvin's going to take a shot again. This one toward Edwards, and he makes the catch. 41 yards. This time they do hook up on the deep ball. It was a perfect throw from Irvin. Goal to go. He's going back for Edwards, and they can't connect on the end zone fade. High formation here on second down. Another run. Jenkins cuts his way in, and that's the trifecta. 3 rushing touchdowns as Jenkins runs Kalispell back in front. What a game. This one has definitely been exciting. Utah had the momentum earlier. Now trying to regain it, but Bates is sacked again. Trey Walker has his second. They've limited more of these scrambles as the game has gone on. And they create another third down. Needing 15, they get about 9 for Victor Mcclelland, and they'll kick it away. Utah hoping to keep this a one-score game, but Kalispell's offense is gaining momentum. Rolling out Irvin, all the way outside the numbers, and now deep for Maddox, and he's got it inside the 15, brought down inside the 10. It's a 51-yard catch and run, and they're back. Goal to go. Trying to throw it, and all alone, Thomas Henderson. He can walk in for the score. Kalispell opens this up, and now they lead by 2 touchdowns. It took them a little while today, but the Kalispell Warhawks look to be in dominant form again. Eric Bates, though, not done. Here's a deep shot again. Jackson! 50 yards this time. Utah says, no, we're not done yet. Jackson's had a big game. That's a 50-yard play. Now 1st and 10. Give to Gray. Chased outside. Showing some power, and he falls ahead. That's a gain of 9. 2nd down and inches. Bates is pressured. He dumps it quickly, and Thomas is tackled. Utah trying to stay in this game. Offset pistol, and they'll throw. Now to the right flat. Thomas wrapped up. It's James Huggins. And that creates 4th down. Utah, of course, has to go for it. They'll try a fullback dive, and Huggins, the senior, is all over it. He's seen it all at this point. I like the play call, though. I think a fullback dive there definitely would have caught most defenses off guard, but not this one. Now Kalispell can work on running out this clock, and this is Austin Jenkins up the left side. Gain of 7, chains move. It's been a busy day for Jenkins, now 23 carries. Irvin heads back to the air and squeezes this one into the tight window, and Lindsey hauls it in. Warhawks on the move, and now a fullback dive of their own, and Trey Dunn is able to pick up 3. In the I form again, Irvin to the air. Nice coverage. Irvin buys time and finds Jim Jackson out of the backfield to keep this drive moving along. Again in the eye. It's going to be a fullback dive again, and a really good one as Dunn reaches forward. He moves the chains. He's gotten some chances this year, and I've been very impressed. Jackson carries now, working out toward the boundary, and he takes it inside the 20. Just running this right down the field. Jenkins back in. Inside, broke a tackle, bounces this one. He's into the end zone again. 4 touchdowns on senior day for Austin Jenkins. It ties a career high. I know what you're probably thinking. Could have been 5. Jackson had one earlier. How about an interception though? 5th on the year for Jermaine Kent. And that should about wrap this one up. Kalispell had some issues in the first half, but they have figured it all out. And they'll close it out here. Jermaine McIntyre gets a couple carries, and that should take this one to the end. Great year again for Kalispell. They go 11-1 in the regular season, and we'll see what postseason fate awaits them. But it's another big win for Kalispell. They extend their home winning streak, and they win 45-24. They did not allow any second half points. The defense turned things around in a big way. And of course, the offense getting those big plays down inside the red zone, and Austin Jenkins capitalized. It was a lot of fun. 350 on the day for Luke Irvin. Austin Jenkins gets to 100 yards rushing with those 4 touchdowns. He had 8 rushing scores entering today. Lindsey had 65 receiving yards. Drake Maddox almost to 100. He had a big 51-yard reception. And then the defense, 3 players with 2 sacks on the day, and then 2 interceptions. If I had to add one more thing to this game, I just wanted to see James Huggins score a touchdown on senior day. I guess he only has 1 chance left. Stanford finished the regular season a perfect 12-0. They are the deserving #1 team here in the nation, and they will make it to the conference championship, meaning we only have 1 game left here in season 12. We have a couple bye weeks here, not really anything happening, and on to bowl season. The Heisman winner is Army running back John Madison, the senior who had a big rushing season. And our final game this year will be in the Rose Bowl against the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are number 14 in the country. So you'd have to assume we're heavy favorites, but not to Kirk Herbstreit. He's taken the Buckeyes. I was a bit surprised to end up against an opponent that was ranked as low as they are, but I guess we were the best team here for the Pac-12 that could make it, and they were the best for the Big Ten. So Ohio State began this year 1-4. 1-4, and they still make it to the Rose Bowl because they never lost after that 1-4 start. We end up going to number 3 in the country, so I wonder if there was at all a chance we could have played Stanford for the national championship. They'll instead meet Army and Heisman winner John Madison. Here are his stats over the course of his career: 4,000 plus rushing yards. He has 96 break tackle, by the way, 98 elusiveness at 5'9", 170 pounds. But we're going to be meeting Ohio State, and they have as talented a team as you'd expect Ohio State to have. They recruit very well every year. They have a ton of great running backs and wide receivers, so I expect this to be a challenging game. Utah got big plays against us. We have to play a lot better against Ohio State. Otherwise, if we're down 14, it's going to be probably a lot tougher to come back. My main concern is just the depth of this offense. They have so many good playmakers at running back and receiver. On top of that, they have a pretty good offensive line. Trey Walker had a great season. He needs to lead the way against this offense and help disrupt the Ohio State passing game. As far as the defense goes, I'm not exactly sure what to expect. They do have a few good corners who have great speed, so it might be tough to go downfield. We'll just try to play our game and play good defense and see how far that gets us. If this is indeed our last year in the Pac-12, it's probably our last Rose Bowl. So we'll try to get another win here in this game. We've had some success in the past. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's game. It was definitely one of the more exciting ones this season, but still Kalispell gets the multi-score win. And we'll see if Ohio State can give us a challenge here in our bowl game. That'll be coming your way later this coming week. Definitely less of a break for the next episode to come around, especially as I have the Broncos off season that'll be streamed tomorrow, 2:00 p.m. Central Time. So that's going to do it for today, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon.